Good morning, good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Enchanted Rides and Drives. Well, I'm back at Suika Circuit for another episode of Whiskey Garage series. This is round 2. Got a low turnout today. There's multiple conflicting events going on around Albuquerque. It's a very large tuner event, and all-out call-out is going on at the drag strip. So, we're going to do what we can today. We're going to do a special event. Not going to do anything on the track today. We're going to be doing a different course that is going to be laid out on the skid pad. So, I'm going to keep my commentary to a minimum. I'm going to let Officer Dan do the commentary. He will be doing all the commentary for most of the events as well. And I will leave it up to him to call this one. Check this out, this 240.
LS swapped 240.
LS swap here is the kind of theme. Quite a few cars that are LS swapped. Mazda RX-8, a couple Beamers. There's a couple old 86 Toyotas that actually have Toyota V8 swaps. There's quite a few cool little cars here, so stick with us, guys. This should be a good video. You're going to see some very good drift racing. And if you've never seen drift racing before, you're in for a treat. Now, drift racing isn't about speed. It's not about getting around the track as fast as you can. It's about controlling your drifts through the turns as best you can. So, hope you like this video. Check out these guys. These drivers are some really skilled drivers. Give them a round of applause, guys. But if you like this video, guys, give me a like, subscribe, share. If you guys know who these drivers are and you want to link them to this video, by all means. Once again, guys, Officer Dan's going to be doing most of the commentary. Check out Smiley here, getting some air pressure in his rear tires. We'll check him out on the track here in a bit. He'll show you guys the stands real quick, but we are going to be on the skid pad for the most of the day, guys. So, again, I'll see you guys in the streets.
Doing this in front of the grandstands. There's a lot of car-related events in Albuquerque going on right now. I figured this would be the chance for us to do this because we don't get to do it very often. So here we are. It's a more technical course. It allows the lower horsepower cars to keep up with the higher horsepower cars. And we're out here having a good time with you guys. So thank you so much for being here. We're going to get started here into our top 16 tandem battles very, very shortly. We've got our first battle lined up and ready to go on the line. So the way that these tandem battles work is we take our seated drivers, so we have our top 8 from last time, and we have our drivers that made the back half of our top 16 this time. What we do is we pit the first place driver, the first place qualifier, up against last place. And then we go all the way down, 2nd and 15th, and so on and so forth, until we have our top 8, then we go into top 4, and then we have our winners, who can pop champagne all over each other as willy-nilly as they like. And the tandem battles that we're about to be doing, if you do not know, are when 2 cars are on track at the same time. The higher qualifying car will lead first, then the other car's job is to follow them as closely as they humanly can without touching or passing them. That's the difficult part. Race car drivers want to pass, drift cars just want to give you a little love tap. Then we swap them, and the following cars turn to lead, and the lead cars turn to follow, and they have to do the same thing. Our judges are looking for who basically had the better following run, who made the least amount of mistakes, and or who just kicked all of the butts. So that's what we're going to get started with now. We are almost ready to send our first 2 cars So as soon as we get word down to the start line, we can get this sucker started. Thank you guys so much for being here with us.
Send them.
All right, because Tyler McMaster won our last event, he is going to be leading against Lucas in a 235. Major horsepower discrepancy here. All the horsepower that V8's putting out of Tyler's car, making all the smoke, making all the noise, putting the car exactly where it needed to be. And here we go. They're going to swap places. Now it's going to be Lucas's turn to lead, and this is where things get interesting. Lucas's car has a lot less horsepower than Tyler's, so he's really going to have to choke that car up to get to follow the slower car. So we'll see what Tyler can do. Tyler's a pretty fantastic driver, so we'll see if he can actually maintain this. Right now, he just needs to be conservative and put a run in the books, not spin out, not do anything stupid, and he should be moving on to our grade 8. We just got to let these guys circle back around, cool the cars off a little bit, and get ready for lap number 2. So here we go for the second half of our first battle of round 2. Like I said, Lucas is going to be chucking it on in. Tyler's job is to put it in all the right places. Lucas pretty new to competition, so he's learning as he's going. Tyler, a seasoned vet, the winner of our last round, so he is currently our points champion. And here we go for our second battle. David Kemper is going to be our #1 qualifier of our second half seated drivers. So that means that he would have qualified 9th, which is the first spot that was available. He's going to be up against Rune Fairbanks in that IS300. Again, a gigantic horsepower discrepancy. David Kemper showing drifting is everybody does something a little different, so you got to learn on the fly. Rune with the big flick initiation. Something dangling out the door. On the pressure. So David Kemper will be moving on to our grade 8. He absolutely slayed that. Rune had a beautiful lead run. It just wasn't enough to make up for putting all those cones on the follow, and that's okay. He can bring it in next time. So we've got a pretty exciting top 8 already. Fantastic drivers coming out the bat. All right, our last chance qualifier actually qualified. Hershey coming in behind Izzy, one of our seated drivers from last time. Izzy with that fast position right on the edge of the track. And Hershey's these drift cars. If you guys ever wanted, bring a helmet with you and just say, hey, can I get a ride? Most of the guys will be happy to oblige. We'd like to get you involved. It's a lot more fun when you're in the cars, I promise. It's what got me here, and now it's been 15 years, and I don't know what I've done with my life. Everything's fine. And you just get your friends into it, ruin their lives also. Amen, brother.
Those are the crow's nest boys, man. Them boys are animals. King Hecklers?
As these guys get back around the track, Ninja.
What?
That's Ninja. Taking a picture. Here they come, lining up, winding through. It's nice to have a little bit of a cool down in between these runs. Normally we don't. And we just beat the living crap out of these cars back to back to back to back, especially if they get some more times going. So it's nice to get a little heat out of them before you get back to the start line. Let the tires cool down a little bit, let the engines cool down, let the drivers cool down sometime. Now we have Hershey's going to lead. Hopefully he doesn't do a random pirouette in the middle of his run. He was looking a little spicy. It was looking good. Things were looking up, and then all of a sudden they weren't, just like real life. Here we go though, Hershey coming in. Izzy's got a big thing to follow because Hershey's going pretty quick. Hershey taking the big bus to struggles on. There was a lot of stuff going on both sides of that. I'm not at liberty to say anything. Chucking it in, jumping off, and six. David chucking it in, jumping off, and looks it. The backside. So when the lead driver is on his lead run and the follow driver makes a mistake like that, that follow driver just basically... Here comes the next round of this battle. Noah has a lot of ground to catch up on in that blue 88.6. As David's doing everything he can to keep up. Flies around the track. Vacation earlier. I can tell Noah's struggling with that car. He got into a little fender bender earlier with Smiley in a 350Z, and I think the 350Z might have won that one. Because normally he's Mr. Smooth out there, and I saw him chopping wood, which usually means it's something of an alignment issue. So again, it's a battle of attrition. It's a battle of who can make the least amount of mistakes. We want to see exact even battles, but that doesn't happen very often. Part of Team Skid Squad. And Adrian just handed it to him on the first turn. Smiley just needs to finish this one out. You gotta give it up for Adrian though. He's in a borrowed car. You can barely see over the steering wheel in there. That's not an easy thing to do when you're driving a car with a 45-foot front end and you can't see over the steering wheel. Somebody needs to get that man a pillow, a booster seat. I'm surprised he can reach the pedals. But he's still out there having a good time. That's all that matters. You know, borrowed car, you know. Hey buddy, can I borrow your car to smash it into somebody else? Sure, you can. That's drifting in a nutshell. Adrian coming in Lucas's car with Smiley behind him. Even when he was crashed into, he was smiling. All right, here we go. We got Shea Seafault and Cody in the 8-6. Cody having a bit of a struggle keeping up, but just moves. Just shooting them out behind them, and then the dudes are just looping it. But I don't see any. I mean, shout out to Mario Kart, but I don't know if that's a real thing. Those two cars pair very well together. Little pink, little black, little white. You know, I think they complement each other well. I just would have liked to see them less than a football field apart, and or not drifting at all. But that's okay. Maybe they'll get it this next time. Shout out to the media out here for taking pictures of us. Here comes two pink cars. One pink and one pinkish. Sounding Z's, I will definitely give it that. If there was going to be a Z doing donuts around me for the rest of my life, it'd be that one. Although, I would probably just smash my face into the concrete until I didn't have to listen to that anymore. But that's okay. And it is official because of that gigantic spin. Shay in the car with the pink wheels, not the pink car with the other wheels, will be getting the win. So the 370Z piloted by Shay from 1010 Motorsports going to be moving on to our Great 8, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't even have to pay me to say that. All right, we got our seasoned veteran around the battle as well. All the way through this. Why I call that the devil's trumpet. So with the second half of that battle, it'll be Mike Green and they kiss just a little bit. That was unfortunate. It looks like his bumper's just gonna pop right back in. It's KBD, no big deal. His fender got a little loosey-goosey. Anthony, I think you can drive out. You're barely dragging, bud. And Dylan, back out on course, being a gentleman and a scholar for the same cone he just picked up. He's just gonna pop that thing back out, maybe put a couple of zip ties and some duct tape. Everything's gonna be okay, I promise. Technical difficulties over here, but I think we're back. That was Michelle following Charlie in the BMW, doing everything she could to keep up with that monster in a BMW that's powered by a BMW instead of God's motor, but that's fine. So last year at No Coast, we had our first ever all-girls competition. We had our all-girls competition. We had 6 girls out here competing. It was absolutely fantastic. That's a cool thing to see. And here we go at the second half of that battle. Michelle's going to be leading this time. Charlie's going to be chasing. She chucks it on hard. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. With the pants on, that. By both parties. 2 really good friends going up against each other. Izzy is going to be leading David Tapia. There's a thing that exists. It's called autocross. And here we go, second half of the battle. This time it's David's chance to prove that he can drift. This is coming around the follow. Needs to put more follow. Needs to put more pressure on both of those guys. Launching it over the track. Follow from David, but let's bring these guys back over there and see what our judges think, because they're the only opinions that matter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's an all BMW on BMW battle. Really good friends, hugs all around. They're stoked, we're stoked, but at the end of the day, they might not be friends anymore after we have to choose a winner. And that's okay, maybe the team bummers will have a consolidation meeting later. I don't know, we'll see. What do you guys think? Do you think a BMW won? Okay, good, because me too. And it is gonna be Izzy in the 2-colored BMW, white and tan. Solid driving, bud. You're moving on to our top 4, congratulations. Good lead run, David. Not such a good follow run, but you'll get him next time. All right, we are absolutely blasting through this top 16. This is fantastic. One of them going to get back in line, one of them going back to the pits. But both of them putting on a show. Well, here we go, ladies and gents. It's time for that one more time we were speaking so gingerly about earlier. Again, it is Tyler's turn to lead, and Kemper's job to chase. And here they come, and Tyler goes, oh my goodness gracious, 4 tire lock walk up, full tire skid. Now, in the instance of that, you don't have to finish the run, but we appreciate it when the drivers do. So as the lead car went flying off course, as a safety thing, they could shut down if they wanted, but Mr. Kemper likes to party. So here we are, and he finished his lap out. He's at a big advantage going into the second half of this one more time battle.
Well, because we gave I don't know what happened there. That was a hard line. When they're initiating, you're right.
Keeping on the track this time. Kemper in the lead position. I don't know why we told him to come back over here, but that's leaves since he was supposed to pull back up here.
Oh, hey there. You win. Do a sick burnout. I forgot. You did forget. You would. We already announced it. That's okay. You're good. Okay, thanks. I forgot.
All right, in all 10 tenths battle, we got Smiley going to be leading Shea Seafelt in 10 tenths. He's worked extensively on both of these cars. They both have a lot of pink. Both fantastic drivers. Shea missing up and doing a little bit of an understeer. The battle of the Devil's Trumpet versus the slightly less devilly trumpet. 370Z in the back, 350Z. That's 20 more Z's, people. And here we go, second half of the battle. Shane's going to lead and put it in with the quickness. All right, now that these guys have scheduled us in, they've penciled us into their schedule, and they have arrived. I didn't think they were going to do it, but here they are. Battle of the Z's. What do you guys think? You guys think it was Shea in the black 370 that won this battle? Okay, not a lot of enthusiasm there, I'll take it. Do you think it was Smiley that won the battle? Do you think they should go one more time and actually show us some drifting? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is a one more time. These boys will be battling it out again in a pink on pink act of violence.
I wish that I could see what's going on in that outer. This is going to be fun. It's good for the people.
And here we go, Charlie leading Anthony Suika. He has no bumper, he's got no fender. He should have been faster. Looking at that gap. I got some dentist friends that could probably fix it. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I don't know what it is about this layout, but I'm seeing these guys that don't normally make mistakes make a lot of mistakes. It was solid driving. I just wish they would have done it closer together. Single runs are great for qualifying, not so good for tandies. And ladies and gentlemen, do you think it was the BMW driven by Charlie that took the win on that? All right. Or do you think it was Anthony Suika in the 240SX with the lightweight modifications? And Anthony Suika gets the win. We'll be moving on to our top four. Charlie with the reverse limiter burnout, like a real man. I do love a solid exit. That was a solid exit. Reverse burnout? When's the last time you saw that? I haven't seen one of those in a very long time, so I'm really happy he did that.
Okay, I'll roll them in.
All right, here we go. The one more time we were all hoping for. And loses it in the first turn. He's beached as. Second half of the battle. Should not spin away as he goes through the first turn. Business. And an even better follow run from Smiley. All right, since Shay's the only one that can follow instructions, thank you, Shay, for being able to follow instructions. We're just waiting on your tandem buddy here.
I knew I lost. I came back to get my burnout. Let it eat, brother. All right.
Shay gonna put on a little demo for the people.
All right, now we're good.
leave the track, that is the absolute way to do it. Round of applause for Sean for 10 Motorsports. He knew he lost, so he gave you guys what you wanted. Here we go. Izzy's going to be leading. Let's up on that top line. Kemper's having a problem. Send him again anyway. This time Kemper's going to be leading Izzy. We've got some other volunteers in here picking up cones, thank God. Because Dylan can't judge and pick up cones at the same time. A little bit of a foot race there. Oh my God. Nothing like an impromptu foot race to get the blood pumping. On a Saturday. All right, people. There was some driving that was done. It's not the best driving I've ever seen. It's not the worst driving I've ever seen. It was just kind of there. Do you think Izzy in the BMW took that one? There's a decent amount of noise there. Do you think David Kemper in the blue 240 took that one? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have decided that David Kemper is going to get the win. Good job. All right, Izzy, let's see what you got. Trying to hit those rollbacks. There's that limiter, everybody. This one's in the judges' hands, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys probably can't hear me with an idling V8. I know Suika's having some issues with his car. We may have to give him another push start. He's letting it idle a little lower. He's at like 6 RPM right now. We're gonna go one more time, ladies and gentlemen.
for me. I didn't see.
Right on the edge of the track, Anthony Suika. I think he put some tires on and then woke up that beast inside. I don't know. That was a heater of a lead. I know Smiley had to do everything he could to make that Z catch up. That was again the horsepower discrepancy. Smiley did a pretty good job of doing so, but will it be enough? Is what the judges are going to ask themselves.
You're getting sweaty.
We're going to see. You're still running, dude. I appreciate you. Just want to let you know, in front of all the people.
Beautiful New Mexico evening.
Alright, the guys are blasting down as fast as Stockers are taking out. Which is pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a decision. The judges have made a decision. Do you think it was Smiley from the Skid Squad? Devil's trumpet just blaring. Do you think it was Anthony Suika? With all the media revs. And Anthony Suika will get the win. Great driving by both guys. Anthony Suika's runs were just a little more spicy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mitch. All right, round of applause for Smiley. We had to run that battle a lot quicker than anticipated because Anthony Suika is running his car right now on jump boxes. Talk about dedication. They've already gone through 2 to get him to this point, and he's on his 3rd. So those guys are headed back. That was a solid lead run for David Kemper. Little bit of a gap from Anthony Suika. I know he's running them small tires right now. That may be part of the issue. All right, these guys are getting back up to the line, so we are going to go pretty quick. Once again, this is The battle reversed in second place, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna send these guys over to the grandstand. So if you guys want to crowd around, we announce the winners. They're gonna pop champagne. Maybe you can get some on your mouth and get drunk. I don't know. It's up to you. Sometimes these guys aren't so good at shooting champagne, so we'll see how it goes. Rookies, man. And here we go, the last battle. Oh my goodness! These poor judges, go over there, guys. Go over there in front of the crowd. Go in front of the crowd. Smiley, come on out there. Somebody tell Smiley to come out. Now that the burnouts have subsided, can somebody kindly point Smiley in this direction? I know he really hates being over here. All right, thank you guys and girls once again for coming out to round 2 of the Whiskey Garage Drift Series presented by 10 Tenths Motorsports and Bellino Tires. We're out here putting on a clinic today. These guys putting it all on the line for absolutely nothing other than bragging rights. We absolutely love seeing everything. What happened? Did you already pop? Oh boy, that's a problem a lot of people have. I don't know if there's a solution for it. Anyway, let's get down to the brass tacks since Anthony's really holding something in right now. Way to go, bud. Thanks. Huge round of applause for our drivers. This is our top 3. So we're going to get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. In third place, who qualified the highest in last round, which puts him as the highest qualifier in this round. In this part of the competition is going to be Smiley in the 350Z. And the moment you've all been waiting for. Something that nobody could have predicted. A winner in today's event. And it is he who has preemptively popped his champagne, Anthony Suika, for the win! That means David Kemper is going to be coming into second place. Congratulations to all these guys. Enjoy that champagne. You did some solid driving. Thank you to the crowd that came out to watch. I know there was a lot going on in Albuquerque today, so we thank you for choosing us. And we'll see you guys next month for round 3 of the Whiskey Garage Drift Series.
Damn, so dude. That's gonna be so. Get this, Kai.
My eyes hurt, dude.
We're gonna wait.
Hey, is it worse than the beer?
Dude, yeah, it's a little pretty bad.
And just so you guys know, we are going to be running reverse no-go layout on the main track right now. So we need a